From the moment life began, one thing was clear. The genes that pass on are the genes that compete best. And in humans, one hormone has been central to that drive: testosterone. Most people relate testosterone to muscles or aggression, but its evolutionary role is deeper. Testosterone motivates status-seeking, risk-taking, and ultimately, the ambition to stand out enough to pass on our genes. In our ancestors, status meant access to mates and resources, and to gain status, one had to rise in the hierarchy. Hierarchies aren't a flaw of society, they're a feature of nature. From wolf packs to Wall Street, hierarchies are everywhere. The media may paint them as oppressive, but even the groups that criticize hierarchies create new ones. Just think about it. Online, we live in a hierarchy of followers, likes, and retweets. In academia, it's citations and published papers. In wellness circles, status comes from clean eating and spiritual depth. From athletes chasing gold, CEOs chasing billions, to activists chasing the moral high ground. In the end, we all chase status, or to stand out within a certain group. And testosterone is the fuel.
Take 100 Buddhist monks and shoot them up with testosterone, and they're going to claw each other's eyes out to see who could do the most random acts of kindness. Testosterone makes you do whatever you need to do to hold on to status when it's being challenged.
Testosterone is a steroid hormone produced mainly in males, with smaller amounts produced in females. It increases dopamine release during status-seeking and goal-directed behavior, making them more rewarding and motivating. This is why it plays a central role in driving ambition, risk-taking, and the desire to rise in social hierarchies. Testosterone isn't toxic, as many want to claim. It's not the villain, it's the fuel for the engine. But like any engine, it depends on where we steer it. Testosterone drives us to be seen, to be notable. But when someone feels shut out of traditional paths to success, that drive doesn't disappear, it gets twisted. For example, school shooters don't lash out randomly. Many of them are young males with histories of status loss, social rejection, and humiliation. What they seek is recognition, even if it's through violence. One chilling study found that media coverage of mass shootings often inspires copycats, not because of ideology, but because it gives a blueprint for how to be seen. That's testosterone's wiring for status, corrupted. Another example of status-seeking becoming twisted, when something like victimhood becomes a currency. People start competing to be the most marginalized. It sounds upside down, but it follows the same rule. Status matters, and testosterone pushes us to chase it wherever it appears valuable. For millions of years, survival didn't come from being passive. It came from rising in the ranks, securing allies, competing for resources, and passing on genes. Our ancestors didn't need likes or moral purity. They needed status in a world that was brutal and uncertain. Today, the ladders look different, but the wiring is still the same. That drive to excel has built civilizations, created artistic masterpieces, launched revolutions, and pushed us to explore the stars. It's still about rising, still about being seen. And testosterone is the spark behind it all. If you want to learn more about human nature, click subscribe.